Good day, YouTubers. So this is James again. So once again, I've come to make a video about some common sense questions that I found in YouTube. So there are some questions, and the YouTube really makes me think that whether is this really a common sense questions, or is this just catered to a straightforward thinking questions. These two questions, these two type of questions looks similar, but it's in a different way. Let me go through this list of questions I found online and on the YouTube, and we'll discuss it along the way itself. So the question 1: how do you put a giraffe into a refrigerator? Of course, certainly, if a straightforward answer, if ask a kid, it would be open the fridge and put a giraffe in. But is this a common sense answer that you want? No. A common sense answer will determine whether the height of the fridge, whether it's the toy giraffe he's referring to or a real giraffe that he's referring to. Because a giraffe is really tall, and a normal fridge is impossible to store a giraffe. Because based on the picture, I presume that this is a normal household fridge. Of course, you can debate by saying that in the picture it shows that the giraffe and the fridge are the same height. So we presume that there's no separator in the fridge itself, because on the fridge itself, if you know, generally a fridge, the top part of the fridge is a freezer. So they have a separator to separate the freezer and the normal storage for the fridge itself. So does this fridge have this separator? It's a common sense that you have to take out the separator in order to put the giraffe in. Makes sense. But what is the height of the giraffe? Is this a toy giraffe, or is it a real giraffe, or is this just an illustration of the giraffe? Or do you buy a fridge which is at the same height as a giraffe? This is a wild guess, so it can't be a common sense question, but it's some sort of assumption questions. You have to assume things have to go according to the way of what the tester gives or tester has in order to get the correct answer. So based on this answer, we can guess that what the tester is looking for is basically a straightforward answer. You open the refrigerator, put in the giraffe, close the door. Okay? So let's go to question 2. So how do you put an elephant into a fridge? Yes, certainly, if the giraffe is in the fridge, you have to take out the giraffe, but we must determine what's the size of the giraffe. Is it a toy giraffe, or is it a real giraffe which fits the entire fridge itself, where no space for elephant? Or is it a toy elephant, or is it a real elephant? All this must take into consideration when we come to take this kind of test. Because if it's a toy elephant which is small, it's not necessary to take out the giraffe in order to put the elephant in. Makes sense. Secondly, if the elephant is bigger than the fridge, if you take out a giraffe, you can't put the elephant in as well. So, period. Unless you say you're going to chop off the elephant in pieces and put it in, it makes sense. But I don't think that's the case that the tester wants. What's the tester looking? The tester is basically looking for a straightforward answer, where you open the refrigerator, take out a giraffe, and put the elephant in and close the door. This is a repercussion of the action. Well, I don't know what the ability is talking about, but it doesn't make sense. So it comes to the third question about Noah built another ark. He told that all animals have to board onto this ark. All the animals on earth has to board to this ark. So every animal boards the ark except for one. Which animal does not board the ark? So this is quite straightforward, because if you know the sequence of the questions, it is probably like, it is highly likely, I mean it's definitely saying that the elephant didn't board the ark. So let's review the answer. Yes, because the elephant is still in the refrigerator. So yeah. So this makes sense because when you lock the elephant, but it presumes that elephant can't open the fridge itself, because it's easily to do that just by kicking the fridge in, unless you say the elephant is dead. Okay, so the last question is that there's a river you must cross. However, the river is inhabited by crocodiles. How do you cross the river without being killed by the crocodiles? This is a linked question, because all animals has boarded the ark. So basically what this question is trying to say is that think straightforward for the linkage of the questions, and you will know that all animals have boarded the ark. So there's no crocodiles in the river. So you can cross the river without getting killed. Simple as that. That's the answer for what TF wants. I mean the tester wants. So this is, I don't know what to learn from mistakes, because this is the one of the videos I've seen, and this is the review that I have for this video itself, and saying that whether the tester or the uploaders for this video want to test for a straightforward answer or a common sense answer, because a straightforward answer you do not need to think too much. A common sense answer, which is usually mixed with a simple or straightforward answer, I mean a simple answer, does not really tally, because a common sense answer takes in a lot of factors in it, like the weights, the heights, the velocity, etc., etc. So there are lots of things in order to take into consideration in order to make it a common sense. So this is my review for this test video, because after I said it, I felt that I must really do a review on this question, so that it will help to address some of the people who try to take this test a justice, because some of them might fail because this is just a straightforward test, not a common sense test. Thank you very much for watching, and hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.